Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Huub Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. In this episode I want to talk a little bit because I often, people ask me quite often actually when I play all these microtones, and they hear that I was very busy with Indian classical music and Turkish makam music. They ask me, do you play oud or do you play sitar or sarod? And I don't actually. Okay, I played some oud because on a theater play they wanted to have music, and they want to have guitar and oud. So I learned some oud playing just for that thing, but it's actually not my philosophy. It's philosophy. Yes. I'm really thinking myself as a musician, of course, but as a guitarist. I have this instrument. This is my choice, and in a way, I want to learn that. Just to learn this one instrument and don't switch instruments. I mean, of course, if you switch instruments, you get instantaneously, you get a new sound. You have suddenly like a sarod, like a fretless instrument, or the oud, or whatever, or different kinds of guitars, and this sound and this sound. And this is actually, yeah, I respect that, of course. It's actually the usual thing that you have different sounds, different instruments. I also have different instruments, but I'm really thinking about doing one thing right, or one thing very, very good, and to focus on this one instrument gives me, in every moment, gives me the chance, the challenge to work on just on that. Sometimes I compare this with the vocal cords of a singer. You know, I mean, if you're a singer, you can't say, okay, now I take these vocal cords, and now I sound like Sting, and now I take these vocal cords and I sound like Pavarotti or whatever. Or so it's just you have your vocal cords, you have your body in a way, and you can't change that. And with this concept, actually, you learn to make the most out of what you have. And also you get really connected with what you have, and you will always come to some limits, to there's the border, and you feel you can't pass that. You have just, I mean, especially with this guitar, you know, if you have this Turkish makam music, and you have all these microtones, and you have to accept that you're not able to play this music in that traditional way as it is played by all these oud, tambur, kanun, and kemençe, or whatever players. They have all these microtones, and oud doesn't have frets, so these microtones are there, so they can just, if they learn where to put the fingers, they can just very quickly and easily play all these microtones. Whereas we, as a guitarist, we have to work a lot to do that. Also to bend strings, like mir in Indian music, to bend the string to get like a third, for example, to bend a minor third. It's very heavy. I mean, of course, it depends on your guitar, but it's very heavy. A sitar, you can bend like a sixth, and of course that's also quite a challenge. but the instrument is made for this this technique. And we, as a guitarist, we have to bend the string, and then we with a bended string we touch the next string. So if we want to bend higher, we have to bend two strings at once to get this one string higher to a higher note. And so it's a lot of how do you say, things we have in our way. Actually, we can't proceed to we can never proceed to this to this mastery of a like a sitarist or an oud player can achieve in his or her music. It's not possible on the guitar. But the idea I always had, actually, strange, but I don't know why actually, was to just have this one instrument and to push the borders, to push the limits. If I have some sound in my head, and I feel, and this was very very true for these microtones of the Turkish classical music. When I had lessons with Nur Ricardo Mili, oud master, I sat in front of him and heard these tones, and I thought, wow, this is so amazing, so great. And then I always had in my head this feeling, this sound, this idea of being able to just play my music and play also this like intervals and stuff with where these frets and chords, where the frets are of course like very helpful and necessary for some chords and stuff, but at the same time to be able to play to spice the music with these microtones, with these lower and higher pitched sounds, and so I had to work on that, and it started maybe in 2001. So already since 18 years now, I'm always busy with these microtones. I mean, of course, like a lot of topics and stuff, and but it's always this development in like this spiral thing. You know, you have a certain topic, and then you go to the next and the next topic, and then you come back to the topic you already practiced or you already been busy with, but you are already on a higher level, and that's how you proceed and you progress, and so it's not about you only do one thing for the whole time. No, of course it also doesn't work, because you also have to connect stuff with your universe. You have to coordinate other cultures with what you are doing, and so this idea of just working on that one guitar, and when you have certain sounds you like and you hear in your head or on with other instruments, then you try to do that on that guitar. So actually two things are also happening there. One thing is you really get connected with your instrument, like it's like just an extension of your body. This is the idea, the goal, you can say. So you don't think, oh, it's a guitar, what can I do? It's just you in a way. And the other advantage of this concept is that you also be able to have all the different sounds, the different techniques and notes available at any time. So you have this instrument, and you can. I mean, I can go more into this Indian thing to play more this raga melodies, and I can go to the microtones of the Turkish classical music, or I can play chords and so it's and the more I am working on all these things, the more it actually gets connected. So for me, more and more, it's not anymore so much about this is this culture or this style, and this is raga, and this is more calm, and this is jazz, and this is pop, and this is folk songs or whatever. No, it's becoming one in a way. I mean, I don't want to divide it. I mean, it's okay to one time to go more in that direction or in that direction, but it's not. I'm not. My goal is not to play like Indian or Turkish music like perfectly. I mean, it's not possible on one hand on the guitar. I mean, of course, it's possible on the guitar to play Indian classical music, but it's not sounding great, I think. I mean, there are some like Prasanna, I think it's his name, is like South Indian guitarist. This is kind of really amazing. You check this out, what he's doing with all these fast slides and things. But I feel more connected with the North Indian atmosphere of the whole aesthetic is quite different actually. Like Ali Akbar Khan and Bismillah Khan and these people. It's or the Sarangi. It's just amazing, strong and deep music. And to bring this on the guitar, it's really like something impossible, I think. But it's the thing is, I think what is really important, that you accept the limitations of the instrument. As soon as you step into another culture, or even another instrument, if you think the violin, I mean, you can never play one note on the guitar and let it ring forever. I mean, of course, there are devices which can do that, but it's not the you don't have the possibilities of a violin which can like make something with a tone and it's a very acoustic sound also. And I actually play with a bow sometimes. That's a different story. I will also make a video for that to show you some ideas, some techniques you can use with bowing actually. But I'm also doing this on this one guitar actually. Okay. What is really important is that okay, you accept the limitations of the instrument, and when you do that, you do not try so hard to be like a musician from India, or to play like as quick as the ud, the microtones on the guitar. I mean, it's not possible. There are limitations, and once you realize that, actually you feel a bit more. When I realized that, I felt a bit more relaxed actually, and the challenge or the interesting thing, the discovery starts when you know, okay, I have these limitations, but I find other ways. I find other ways to do that. I come up with other ideas. Maybe I want to try very hard do that, what I heard on the oud, on the guitar, and then I practice and practice, and something else shows up, and I think, oh wow, this is nice, this is beautiful, and then I try I'm just playing maybe one time, and then suddenly something happens, and I think, oh wow, this is actually the sound of the oud. I really had one thing where I heard like Djivan Gasparyan, or I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. He's a Duduk player from Armenia, and one time I sat there, and I have a CD of him, and I sat there and just improvised stuff, and then suddenly there was something what I thought, oh my God, this is like his sound. This is like the Duduk, and so yeah, these things will just come when you step out of the comfort zone, so to speak. And the comfort zone is you have a guitar, so you listen to other guitar players, and you play all this guitar stuff and these guitar techniques and guitar and whatever. It's actually, for me, it's kind of strange, because I have to admit that I'm not really a big fan of guitar. I think you really have to work very hard on this instrument to make a sort of a deep statement, to really go deep with it, and to make some valuable contribution to music. That's my thoughts. That's my idea. And all right, to just sum up this lesson, the idea here is to accept the limitations of your instrument, but as you try to get like sounds from different cultures, from different instruments on your instrument, in your music, that's the time you learn, and you will explore, and you will discover new things, new rooms, new sounds, and this was also always the case, actually, when I came to Nuri Karademirli and learned from his oud playing, and also from Ranajit Sengupta in Calcutta, from the Sarod. I was sitting there with my guitar in front of these master musicians, and I really felt like an absolute beginner, because it was so hard to even come into this I mean, in this kind of I mean, to just come how do I say shit, to reach just a little bit of this music. I heard these instruments, and they sounded so amazing and so beautiful, and these sounds and possibilities, and but then you will in a way you will proceed this material, and then you come back to your stuff which you like and which you already played and what you learned and what you can play, and then these things come into your playing and enrich the whole thing. And I'm always curious of other musical cultures, because I hear so much amazing sounds and ideas and melodies, and so or rhythms. I'm really I think it would be cool. It would be very relaxing to just think, okay, I'm a jazz musician. I just make jazz, and I have all my Blue Note recordings, and I transcribe them, and I have this kind of lifestyle, and play in and do my gigs in the different groups, and just play like bebop or like whatever, and just focus on that and just doing that, and it's like a closed kind of universe, you know. I mean, you it's very clear. You have rules and you learn them, and the necessary patterns and licks and techniques, and then you are in a way done. Of course, you can always progress, but it's very, you don't have to question everything, and that's something I'm always doing, and this is like work, you know. I mean, this is like sometimes really exhausting to always question everything, to question the tonal system, to question the scales. Are chords necessary? What is chromatic? Is chromatic something I really want? And all these things, you know. I mean, it's really like being in this endless ocean, and the more you're in, the more you're nowhere, sort of. Okay, with that, I wanna make a cut here, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you like these lessons. There will be a lesson uploaded every Friday. And you can also donate down in the description you find a link to my website. There's a button where you can donate. This would be really cool to get support to go on with this work here on this channel. Okay, so thanks for watching. It was a lot of talking. My name is Hubert.